Billy. You can't expect me to believe a story like that.
I don't care whether you believe it or not.
Come on, you made it all up, didn't you? You were having me on.
No, I wasn't. Oi, those are my grapes. Get off them.
You had my banana. Well, this is no way to treat an ex-reporter. Pulling me leg, eating my banana, not letting me eat your grapes. It's just not. Ah. Oh. Trevor Trotman here, ex-reporter, speaking to you live from the Central Hospital and bringing you the extraordinary story of Billy Webb. This young man on my right here, who claims to have made contact with an extraterrestrial being, calling himself Alfonso Bonzo.
I didn't say he was an extraterrestrial. I just said he was a bloke, an Italian bloke, an exchange student.
With magic powers, you said?
Well, yeah, I suppose they were. That bag he took me from my school bag was a bit special.
A bit special? I'll say it was. You only bashed up Ginger Gahagan with it, the biggest bully in the whole school.
Go on, let's begin, Billy. Go on, Billy.
I'm gonna get you for this, Billy Webb!
But that wasn't the end of Billy Webb's problems. Not by a long way. His main problem at the moment was that his project was in his own school bag. The one he'd swapped with Alfonso Bonzo, and today was the day he had to hand it in.
Class 4, thank you. So, what's today? Nigel Creamer?
Monday, October the 5th, miss.
Good. Now, there was something I had to particularly remember for this morning, but, No, it's gone. All right, here's the routine for today. Maths workbooks, 2 pages minimum from everyone, and that includes you, Raymond Fox. Reading Development Lab, and most of you still have a lot to do on the follow-up to Friday's TV programme. So there is no reason for anyone to be idle, is there?
She'd forgotten. She'd forgotten the project. He'd get through the day and get his own bag back and maybe even finish the project. Anyway, for the time being, everything was fine.
Hey, Billy. What? That was dead good when you knocked Ginger Gahagan down.
Oh, well, yeah. Bit of luck, really.
I hate Ginger Gahagan. He has my brother every day.
Yeah, well, it's everyone. Hey, look. Tell man, would you, pretty?
Don't be shy. I think the new bag's brilliant. Can I have a look at it?
Pretty sharp. I'd like to see your face, please, not your back.
Sorry, miss.
Oh, yes, of course, Billy Webb. We almost forgot your project, didn't we?
It's all right, miss. Any time will do. We don't want to mess things up now that everyone's working and that sort of thing.
Oh, that's all right, Billy. No time like the present. Let's have an oral presentation, shall we? We do like an oral presentation, don't we, Class 4?
Yes, Mrs. Peasgood.
Won't be interesting, Miss Peasgood. It'll be dead boring, honest. I don't want to bore people sick.
Oh, you mustn't be so modest, Billy. I'm sure your project will be brilliant and not boring at all. It's about, mice, isn't it?
Yes, miss, but, well, the thing is, it isn't quite finished yet, and...
Come on out here, Billy. Bring your bag. That's it. Everyone gets a little nervous the first time they do an oral presentation. I mean, even I get nervous sometimes. But we won't let you flounder, will we, class? We'll help him out with stimulating questions, won't we?
Yes, Mrs. Peasgood.
Right then, Billy. Off you go.
Can I go to the toilet, please, miss?
Are you sure you have to?
Yes, Miss Peasgood.
All right, but be quick. We await your return with great impatience. We are all extremely keen to hear about your mouse project.
Hey, Billy Webb, how's it going, eh?
Terrible. What are you doing here? Have you got this fucking bag back?
No.
Have it. I don't want it.
You don't like Alfonso's wonderful bag?
It's nothing but trouble, this bag.
That's so, Alfonso, very sorry to hear that.
Yeah. They're all waiting in there for me to do an oral presentation. But I haven't got anything to orally present. Because you've got my maths project in that bag there.
It's too bad, Billy Webb. Business is a business, you know that.
Right. Well, I'm bunking off then. Mrs. Peace going to kill me if I go back in there.
No, I don't think so. I think you go back in there and have a brilliant time with Alfonso's wonderful bag. With a bag like that, everything go fine for you. You are a brilliant boy. No one can touch you. You make up a brilliant project out of your own head. Everybody say, hey, this is a one brilliant project. This is one clever boy here.
No chance.
No chance? You think no chance with Gingy Gahagan, no? And see what happened there.
How do you know about that?
Did my ears deceive me? Am I going mad?
I don't know, Mr. Howard.
Oh, did I hear voices raised outside the headmaster's door?
I don't know, Mr. Howard.
I believe I did. I believe I did. And who were you talking to?
No one, Mr. Howard.
Talking to yourself? First sign of madness. What's your name, son?
Billy Webb, Mr. Howard.
New here, are you, Billy Webb?
No, Mr. Howard. Been here since infants.
Never set eyes on you in my life. Whose class are you in?
Mrs. Peacegood's class.
And Mrs. Peacegood said, come here, Billy Webb, I've got a job for you. Go and stand outside Mr. Hardwood's door and talk to yourself at the top of your voice. Is that it?
No, Mr. Howard.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I'm very glad to hear it. So this was all your own idea, was it?
Not really, Mr. Howard. Just didn't think, Mr. Howard.
Didn't think, well, think on now. When I was a lad at school up north, if I had stood outside the headmaster's door, rabbiting on to myself with the bust, do you know what they would have done to me?
No, Mr. Howard.
Flogged me within an inch of my life. Within an inch of my life, yes! Of course, can't do that now. European Court of Human Rights, national curriculum. They've taken half the fun out of life for the teaching profession, Billy Webb.
Sorry to hear that, Mr. Howard.
Oh, well, what can't be cured, eh? Mrs. Peacegood class did you say you were in?
Yes, Mr. Howard.
Well, go on back there. Stop wasting my time and quick about it.
Yes, Mr. Howard.
Hey, Billy Webb, have a good luck with the project, no?
What project? There isn't any blinking project.
Hey, why you worry? It's all in the bag, no? So, knock 'em in the eyelids, Billy Webb, okay?
Oh, right. Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
You were nervous, right?
Oh, brilliant guess. What do you think? I just had one hope. The bag wouldn't open. I wouldn't be able to get it open. Mrs. Peacegood wouldn't be able to get it open. No one would. They'd have to postpone my oral presentation.
And that's what happened.
I was coming to that.
Come on then, Billy.
Right. Trouble is, there's something the matter with the clasp on this bag. You're supposed to just press it.
And out comes the maths project. Very good. I hadn't realised you'd worked so hard. Don't be nervous, Billy. Look, don't try and read it out to us. Just tell us a bit about it in your own words first.
Right, well, this is how I first got interested in mice. I first got interested in mice when I got a pair of white mice in a swap with a kid called Brett Icing. He goes to Shortlands, right?
Brett Icing, what sort of a daft name is that?
That's what he was called. Anyway, you can talk. Scott Barnacle. If you ask me, that's just as daft a name as Brett Icing.
Miss?
Yes, Annette?
Miss, he's not called Brett Icing. He's called Brett Ice Rink.
No, he's not. Whoever heard of anybody called Ice Rink? Nobody's called that.
Well, Brett Ice Rink is, because I know his cousin. Right. Miss, I know a girl called Annette Curtin.
Miss, I know a girl named Lydia Dustbin.
All right, that is enough jokes about names. Get on with the story, please, Billy.
Can I say what the mice were called?
Yes, yes, if you insist.
Whitey and Snowy.
Well, that's not very original, is it?
What would you have called them then, miss?
Yes. All right. No more interruptions, even from me. It's all yours, Billy Webb.
Right. Well, I'll tell you the story of how I got into mouse breeding. Wow, Billy's got a vid!
Wicked. Who done your vid for you, Billy?
Must have been Alfonso. I mean, I did it. I thought I'd bring modern technology into my project. Is that all right, miss?
Yes, I suppose so.
Right, I'll carry on then. You see, I suddenly got this feeling everything was going to be all right.
You mean you were under the control of Alfonso Bonzo's brilliant bag?
No, the other way around. It was like he could read my mind. Anything I wanted to do, it would do for me. It felt great, like being boss of the universe.
Oh.
Get off my grapes!
Sorry. So, you sort of held him spellbound.
Exactly. It wasn't easy at first. Every great pioneer encounters opposition, even sometimes from his own family.
Not in this house, Billy Webb. I know they're very pretty, but they'll get out and go all over the place and do their business all over everywhere.
They won't, Mum. Honest.
How'd you know?
Well, mice don't do business, Mum. I mean, look at them. They haven't got briefcases, have they? Or filofaxes and calculators
Oh,
and
don't
stuff.
you try to be clever with me, Billy Webb.
Sorry. I'll keep them in cages. Honest. I'll keep them lovely and clean. And if they're not, you can evict them. Turn them out to wander the streets. All right? All right, Mum?
I'll give him a chance. Hey, I used to have mice once.
How are you going to breed them then, Billy?
Well, they're just sort of made.
Well, how do you know you got a male and a female there?
Well, Brett Icing said they were. Anyway, you can tell by their faces. Anyone can see that White is a bloke mouse and Snow is a female.
Really? Is that how you tell the sex of a mouse? The wonders of science, eh?
You shut up, you. Felt like you know about mice breeding. Matter of fact, I wasn't quite sure they would, mate. Did everything I could to put them in the right mood. Nicked all the sawdust and wood shavings from the woodwork room for a bed. Fed them up on the sharpest cheese I could get. Even borrowed my mum's old records. That seemed to do the trick. Funny thing was, though, didn't tell me sister this. It turned out Snowy was the bloke and Whitey was the female.
Then what happened, Billy?
Well, Whitey had her babies, and that was the start of Webb's mouse farm. Mice breed very quickly, once they get the hang of it. And I soon had too many for the bedroom. I only kept my best breeders up there, and all my basic swapping mice lived in the shed in the backyard. But luckily, there was a sort of craze on for white mice at that time, so I was able to sell lots of them. I had to sell lots of them to make room for the new ones, and to buy food for them. And before long, practically everyone had one of Billy Webb's white mice. Yeah, I had 2 of them. Hey, look, there I am in the film. Yeah, and me. And me, we all had some of them. Those were the great days of Webb's mouse farm, but it couldn't last forever. And suddenly, before I knew what had happened, I was in the middle of a crisis. Everyone I knew had one of my white mice, and they were still breeding. It was costing me a fortune to feed them, and I couldn't get rid of them. I'd flooded the market. But then I found a solution. Oh, I thought I had. Theophilus.
Theophilus?
Theophilus? Who or what is Theophilus?
No, I was coming to that. This is hopeless. I'm going bankrupt. Blinking market economy. I hate it.
Well, get rid of them, Billy.
I can't. That's the problem.
Hey, I found a new friend in work today, Bill. Look. He was trying to get in my snap tin. I thought I'd bring him home for you.
But I don't need any more mice.
Oh, well, this ain't an ordinary mouse, Bill. This is a wild warehouse mouse. It's very rare and valuable. It's very fierce, very crafty.
Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. Maybe I could breed from him. Get a new sort of mouse. Then the demand will go up again. Yeah. And I'll call him Theophilus. There you go, Theophilus. And don't be frightened. And hanging up on him, all right? Help him settle down. There's plenty of room for everyone. See you in the morning. I was a bit worried about Theophilus at first, because he was smaller than the tame mice, and there was only one of him. I thought they might beat him up. But he looked quite sort of tough, so I took a chance on it. But in the morning, when I looked in the cage, I saw a horrible sight.
Had they killed him, Billy?
No, he'd killed them. It was terrible. He was sitting on top of this enormous pile of bodies, licking his whiskers. He'd killed all the males, and all the females were looking up at him, as if they was in love with him or something.
Billy Webb?
Yes, miss?
This project of yours is beginning to sound a bit sexist.
Not my fault, miss. Theophilus was a sexist and a fightist.
All right, carry on.
Well, that was the beginning of the end, really. Theophilus had lots of children, and they was all just as bad as he was, only bigger. And they killed all the rest of the white mice, and they all escaped. And that was when we had the great mouse plague in Splot Street.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. They were all in the drawers and cupboards.
Miss, I found one in my shoe.
Miss, I found one in my sock.
Miss, I found one in my underpants.
All right. Well, Billy, that was very good. Is that it?
No, miss. I think there's a bit more. Science, miss. Psychology. How mice learn.
Really? Well, how do mice learn?
Very good question, Miss Peasgood. I'm very glad you asked me that. Now, if we only had some experimental mice, we could demonstrate on the spot.
Well, I'm sure we could, but unfortunately we haven't, have we? Have we?
Let's just take a look in the bag, shall we?
How did you know what would be in the bag?
I didn't. I just thought this sort of power.
Power? What? Extraterrestrial power?
I just sort of knew everything would go right.
And what was in the bag?
I was coming to that.
Miss, he's got real mice in there.
Well, he would have, wouldn't he? It is a mouse project after all. Carry on, Billy.
Right. Now, you all see these 4 mice here. The one on the end is a trained mouse. We'll call him Mouse A. And the others will be Mouse B, Mouse C, and Mouse D. Now, they're all hungry, but Mouse A is the only trained food hunter. You can probably see he's already working out his plan of campaign. Get out of it, Billy, they're all the same. Look harder. Now, I want you to all keep quiet and sit still for this experiment. I'm going to let all the mice out and you can see the different ways they behave. Is that all right, miss?
We'll try very hard, won't we?
Yes, miss. Right. Look out, miss! Mouse A wins. All right, settle down now. The question is, if we breed from Mouse A, B, C and D, would Mouse A's children be ace food hunters like their father? Or would they need to be trained up like Mouse A was? We have seen how Theophilus' children were all fightists and sexists like he was. Is being a clever food hunter the same thing, or is it something else? And how could we set up an experiment to prove it one way or the other? Sir? Eh? It was horrible. I felt like I was a teacher or something. Can I sit down now, miss?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Billy.
Yes.
Billy, did all that actually happen just now?
What do you mean, miss?
Never mind. Right, class 4. Yes, maths workbooks, reading records, and Darnell Masuda. You can take all those pictures of fair ladies out of your Victorian pastimes file. Because I shall be going through it with you at my table in 2 minutes, right?
Hello, Joan. Hi, Renee.
Hey, arrivato, Alfonso.
Hello.
So, how you like Alfonso's brilliant bag?
Oh, it was okay, I suppose.
Okay, you suppose? Best bag you ever see, I think.
Yeah, all right. It was a bit special.
Very much special, yes. I bet you have one brilliant time with this bag. Mouse A, Mouse B.
What do you know about Mouse A and Mouse B?
Niente, niente. So, what do you say, Billy Webb? You want to keep this bag and I keep your bag?
Well, no. I think we better swap back. I don't mean I didn't like it. It sort of saved me life, really. But, well, you know, it made me the centre of attention. Didn't like that.
You're not liking this? You don't want to be a star?
Oh, certainly not.
Funny boy. Okay, Billy Webb, Alfonso Bonzo is a man of his word. One bag for you, one bag for me. Now we are quits. And what do you say, Billy Webb? Maybe another small exchange tomorrow?
Nah, I don't think so.
Hey, Billy Webb, maybe you change your mind when you see what I bring for you. Arrivederci, Billy Webb.
And did he come back? Did you ever see him again? What did he bring with him? Did you change your mind?
I was coming to that.